commit to be fit. Just finished the workout. It's a Monday night. We had 5 classes in total today. We had a 9 a.m., we had a 5, a 6, a 7, and an 8 o'clock class. Today we did a really cool single kettlebell strength workout. Super pumped about everybody that came in today. Every class that came in today blew my mind. We took a lot of videos today, so you guys are going to see a lot of videos coming up about just videos of people doing strength movements and pushing them outside of their box, right? And making them a little uncomfortable with the weight that I was asking them to lift. So with that in mind, we're going to show a movement of the month right now. The movement of this month, I don't even know if we did one for last month, but I'll film one right now for last month as well. So the movement of this month is going to be a kettlebell clean, okay? So I got a bunch of different bells here, but I want you to see how the progression happens. I'll start off with a 16 kilo for now. So kettlebell clean, this is one of the hardest movements for a lot of people to learn because it has to be very smooth, it has to be very fluid. It's a transitional movement. We don't do a lot of cleans for reps. It is considered, I guess you can consider it a power movement. Depends on how heavy you do. But a lot of the time we do it to transition from either a swing into a press or something like that, right? So we're going to work the clean. I'm going to show you guys how we break it down in our intro sessions that happen every Saturday at 12 to 1:30. They are open to the public. I want as many people as we can show up. Saturdays 12 to 1:30. It's a free intro class. Our job here is just to teach you a little bit about kettlebells. We're going to teach you the 6 basic movements that we do here. And whether you continue to train with us or you move on and you use kettlebells on your own, at least you understand how to use them safely and effectively. Okay? So here's a kettlebell clean. There's a couple parts to it. The first part is a swing, right? We have a single-handed swing. So I like to teach thumbs out version. I find a thumbs out does help people get into the rack position a little quicker. There's not a lot of rotation on the kettlebell. So I'll show you 2 versions. Here's the thumbs out version. So first step would be a swing, okay? My arm stays nice and straight, my thumb is pointed forward, and I'm extending the hips, nice and aggressive, okay? So that's the first part. That's the thumbs up version. I'll show you the thumbs in version that you guys can do. Thumbs in version, I would have the bell turn so my thumb is slightly pointed towards my bum, okay? Okay? The only difference is, instead of my thumb being pointed up to the ceiling, it's now pointed back towards my bum, okay? So the second part, I'll show you the thumbs out and the thumbs in version of this as well, is called a gunslinger. So what that looks like here, this is how we're going to shorten the lever to get the kettlebell into the rack position. Okay? So what we're going to do is, instead of us swinging the kettlebell, letting it get way up here, long lever, and then pulling it back where it's going to pound off our body, what we want to do is, as we pop the hips, we extend the hips. What we're going to do, we're going to extend the hips, we're going to draw this elbow back slightly, okay? Drawing that elbow back is shortening this lever. It's pulling the kettlebell towards the rack position already. Rather than letting it get out here, and then we pull from here, as I extend my hips, I want to pull, little gunslinger, slight shrug movement in the shoulder, okay? The kettlebell starts to move back. So a gunslinger looks like this. Thumbs out version. If I pull it, I have to push it right back out. Okay? If I do the thumbs in version, my thumbs in, I turn it up as a gunslinger. See how I rotate my thumb up? Okay? So that's the gunslinger with the thumbs out and the thumbs in. Alright, that's the second part. The third part of the clean is the insertion, when we throw that uppercut. Alright? So what that looks like is the kettlebell is now moving towards us. We're going to have a very relaxed grip on the hand so that I can insert my hand into the kettlebell. Okay? And what it's going to look like is, as the bell is coming up, I'll use a light bell here so I can show you guys. Okay? I've got my gunslinger. Okay? I have a very light grip, and all I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to push the handle in. I'm going to turn the handle in, and the kettlebell is going to end up in the rack position. Okay? So what it looks like is this. Thumbs out version. We've got our swing, we've got our gunslinger, and then we've got our uppercut. Okay? The kettlebell comes into the rack position, elbows tight to the body. It's on the ribs somewhere, doesn't matter where, as long as it's connected to the body. Nice neutral wrist, relaxed hand, making sure that my hand is never external to my shoulder. It's always internal. It's towards my midline. Okay? So here's what it looks like. Pull, insert. Gunslinger, insert. Okay? Now I'll do the thumbs in version. Thumbs in version, I would roll the bell so that my thumb turns into my bum, and we get this rotation. Okay? I'll show you from the side. Rolls off, rolls on. I still gunsling. Okay? Alright? So same concept, except for I'm rolling my thumb to my bum and then turning it back on. Okay? So that's our kettlebell clean. That's how we're going to do a clean. 3 parts to it. We've got a swing, we've got a gunslinger to shorten the lever, and the last part is that aggressive uppercut into the rack position. The faster you go into that rack position, the faster you do that uppercut, the less it's going to bang off your wrist. If you're passive with it, it will come at you, and it probably will bang off the wrist, but you will learn, right? A couple times where it bangs off your wrist, you're going to go, okay, I got to get in there quicker. Okay? So, that's the kettlebell clean. We're going to do that for the movement of the month. I know there's probably an older video of the kettlebell clean. There's some new teaching tools, so I wanted to redo it for you guys. Alright, so once again, Chris from Commit to Be Fit. That's the kettlebell clean. That is the movement of the month for the month of January, February, March. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Post your comments below if you have any questions about an exercise, about a movement, about nutrition, or anything like that. I want questions for our Q&A section, okay? So, thanks again, guys. Ciao.